talking about whoring. I'm not to be boring. Yeah. Tell me you ready, Mel, are you ready? To speak for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi, welcome back. Y'all damn near jumped down our throats when we said we wasn't coming on last week, child. We sorry.
I tweeted and just ignored every reply because I'm just not going to. I was traveling and it was I didn't know I was going to be traveling that week. So I was like, fuck, I'm not going to be able to record this week. So we just got the.
And I was tired. So
honestly, listen.
Actually, I was traveling. I just gotten back from traveling.
You were traveling.
Something was traveling. It wasn't happening. I was
gotta have it like 2
high on a beach as I deserve to be.
I'm Mel.
I'm Tally.
And this is Jokes on You
This is Jokes on Your podcast.
Jokes on. Shout out to Rodney. Shout out to I'm not Pod Rod. It's so many Rods.
So many Rodneys.
This Pod Rod.
No, he's not Rodney.
He's not Rodney. No, he's Rodriguez.
Rodriguez?
Guess? It's Guess.
Sweet.
It's Guess.
I never call you by your...
Then Rodney.
Right. And then Rodney.
But shout out to the rods that keep this pod
Shout out to the
going.
rods that power this podcast, okay?
He's a rod somewhere.
It's a rod somewhere at all times, making sure that we're getting our things done.
Yes, so shout out to that.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's been a hell of a month. It's been a hell... February has been February. I'm FebruWEARY.
That's so clever.
My brain.
That was genius.
That's the title.
I like
that
one. FebruWEARY. Yes. Let's do jokes of the week. Let's get into it. I'm a little tired, so my energy seems weird. This is the best that I got, y'all. I'm very exhausted.
I know my energy's bad. I was getting my nails done yesterday because I'm supposed to go today. That's why I asked you. But my nail girl, I swear by her. She was like, I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, fuck. I'm getting my nails, and she's like, you okay? And I was like, no.
And she was probably like, and that's okay. You're not okay. And that's
you gotta be good all the time.
Did that was so funny.
It's okay to not be good.
And you're not good. But jokes of the week. Okay, so this is my joke of the week, man. So I was on vacation with my most of y'all already know I have a man, so I'm just go ahead and say it now that I have a man and we be doing stuff. We be kissing in the mouth.
Tell us a man.
Kissing in the mouth and eating tacos and stuff. So yeah. But we went on vacation. And the Airbnb was so nice. The beach was right by, like, out the bedroom window. You could see the beach, like, and not far. Like, you ain't got to squint. Like, it was, like, literally just, like, right there. You could hear the waves crashing when you slept at night. It was really wonderful, and it was just the peace that I needed. So we got to the Airbnb, and the first thing we did was drop our bags off and then went to go find something to eat. So we really just dropped the bags off, made sure there were no criminals or murderers in the Airbnb, and then went to go find something to eat.
Fair.
So we went to go get our food, and then we went to go get some drinks, which, first of all, bitch, they got... That area of Puerto Rico is just like Puerto Rican South Side. Like, it's very like, you know how just like little unique shit on the South Side where you're like, how did y'all even come up with that? It's kind of ghetto, but it's kind of like innovative. And you're just like, fair. So after we got empanadas, they didn't have no alcohol at the empanada place. So we're trying to ask like the locals, like, where can we get a drink? But it's like a language barrier there. So they were like, the AM, PM. And we were like,
the gas station?
That sounds like a gas station. And then the guy was like, the AM, PM. And it's right there. So he pointed down the street. And we were like, you know what? Let's see. We go in the AM PM. It is very clearly a convenience store. And we said, as we suspected, this is a convenience store. But if you turn to your left, there's a full fucking bar. Full bar seats inside the AM PM. So you know how gas stations be having them slot machines and shit. Yeah. They got somebody's abuela and abuelito in the back making empanadas from scratch. Like, say like in the QT where they would be making the pizzas.
Absolutely.
They making empanadas in that motherfucker.
It's an AM fucking PM.
It's a goddamn AM PM. And it's 24 hours. We sit at the bar. I posted the bar menu on Twitter. Don Julio was $8. The drinks are the cheapest drinks, the cheapest quality liquor. I think Hennessy might have been $7. Like, the cheapest shit at, like, rock bottom price is shit that would be, like, $20 a shot here in Atlanta. So I said, tonight, we're getting fucked up. So we sitting there, we drinking or whatever. Cool. So we get back to the Airbnb. We're like, okay, we got to watch this plane off of us. We supposed to go out that evening. I made a whole itinerary, everything. Mind you, the Airbnb has plates, it has little seasonings and shit, you know, just like a thoughtful Airbnb. I go look where the towels should be, and it's all body towels, like dry off towels. and there are no washcloths. Mind you, one of my travel rules is to travel with washcloths. And I just didn't think about it this time. And when I was on the plane, I was like, it won't matter. They'll have washcloths. It's not my favorite. But if I'll use a hotel towel, I can use a Airbnb towel. So whatever. It's only big towels when we get in there. So I said, babe, as I'm telling you, there's no washcloths. And he's like, what do you mean there are no washcloths? And so we're trying to figure out what to do in there. We're both breaking down because we're both tired. We both really don't want to go out. It's just on the itinerary. So I had to take my cleanest pair of socks, my newest and cleanest pair of socks, which they were all clean because clearly I wouldn't travel with dirty socks. But I took the pair that I bought most recently and I had to put it on like a bath mitt, and we had to wash our bodies with socks. And it was denigrating and disgusting. I've never felt so low in my life. But like, I couldn't do Power, can I have a tissue, please? Could I have a tissue? I couldn't do a white people's shower. You know, I didn't want to like wash with my hands like they do in movies. Like I had to wash my body. And I was like, what's the closest thing I have to a washcloth? Because all I had in the bag was hoe clothes and sex toys. So I'm like, I got to take a sock. I got to take socks. And I was a pair of really nice socks too that I had to throw away after that. But it was a really fluffy pair of socks. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. But my mind, I'm like, it's still a sock.
A foot goes here.
A foot goes here. But I mean, I put the foot part, the part that the foot goes on was on my hand.
Right.
But still.
Have you worn the socks before?
Once.
They've touched shoe.
But I've washed them. So like, I didn't feel too bad about it. But that was the most broke down I think I've been in my life.
I done some things though, so I can't really
judge. I mean, I had to get that plane off my ass. It was people on the plane going.
So did the whole trip? Or?
No. We went, so we didn't know the grocery store, and that's the other part. We didn't know the grocery store across the street was 24 hours. So like the next day, we go in there, we're like, what time y'all close? And they're like,
we don't.
No. And so
no, we don't.
No. Know. So we
Mr. Sally, not me.
We actually.
Is that racist? I'm sorry.
A little bit.
It's fine.
We got bath mitts out of there, which I'm like, this is a sock. I'm like, this is the same thing. And it's like, no, it's not. But that's my joke of the week, is that I had to wash my ass with a fluffy sock. And then we got so defeated after that we didn't go out. We just watched a movie. We were like, we can't take this sock ass out on the town.
Vacation's just like, bro, I'm tired. Yeah. My last vacation, we went to Mexico for that boy's birthday. Mm-hmm. We had sex like twice. We were so tired.
It's tiring. Traveling
I'm tired. It's beautiful.
But them 2 times.
One of them times went great. Because remember, that's when all my coochie was doing all that weird stuff. Oh, yeah.
Your coochie do be hating.
My coochie be hating. It was just like, it had like all the coochie problems you could possibly have, like joined together like Voltron to ruin my trip. Mm. But it was that we had a good time though. So my joke of the week is similar too, because like me and that boy came out as coupled back together. Yeah. And there's so many layers to that. So first of all, he was very eager to post me on Twitter.
I could tell. It was
he cute. could not wait. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, fine. But I'm just realizing
that's adorable though.
That's adorable. We haven't posted each other since like, well, he's been posting me on Instagram, but I was just like, you have fun.
You enjoy that.
You enjoy it. I will not be doing, and this is exactly why. So he posted me on the 15th.
Twitter.
And like, because I have not been like openly my man since like 2022, I have a lot of new followers since then. So people don't know who that boy is. Because I had a listener was like, oh, Mel don't say nothing about him on Jokes on You Pod. I talk about that boy every episode. Yeah. So, but people didn't know who that boy was. So people got to put a name to the face. Some replies were like, Donnell, that's you? Like, that's Gene in them. That's so funny because somebody replied that too. And he didn't know what that meant because he's not chronically online like I am. Mm-hmm. But that was very funny. So shout out to the Jokes on You Pod listeners who were like, oh, that's that boy. Brr, brr, brr. But people are still weird because I have so carefully curated my block list for years. But Dwayne don't have all them people blocked. Yeah. Oh, shit, I said that. But that boy don't have all them people blocked.
Can you bleep?
No, you have to bleep. Everybody knows his name.
Okay, that's sure. Fine.
We ain't gotta bleep it. No, that's fine.
Okay.
But that boy don't have all the people blocked, so people who I have blocked have access to me via him.
Yeah.
It's someone who I've had blocked for years who's like, is that insert my full name? Someone from college.
I saw that and I was like, I was gonna send it to you, but I'm like, maybe they're close. You know what I'm saying? I didn't look.
This is somebody who I would redact it like Wolverine with the adamantium redacted.
Oh no!
Why are you speaking on me? And that was
put my full name on the internet
because I used to go by my full name in undergrad. Why are you saying my full name on this internet? And that's disgusting. I don't fuck with you. So that was weird as fuck. And then he had posted me again, like, oh, a picture of your partner that's beautiful, whatever. And one of those incel pages was like, oh, the biggest misandrists on this app are partnered and pander to the undesirable on here. And it's like...
Let me explain something. I could have a man, and I swear to God, and still hate you niggas on my soul.
The same way
I just don't hate that one. I don't hate that nigga.
And I be on his ass about every topic on the timeline. I'm like,
checking in. How you feel about Palestine, bitch? How you feel about women's rights? You heard about that IVF shit? Literally. What's your opinion?
Literally, every time something happens, I'm like, you know how in church, when the pastor starts preaching about disrespectful teens, your mama be
mama turn all the way around.
That's me. Anytime a nigga do anything, because what did a nigga do? It turned out being fake, but that nigga had posted like his girlfriend, like, oh, happy birthday to my headache, and it was like a screenshot of like some porn. And I sent it to him. I said, if you ever in your yellow ass life play with me like that.
Oh, so, the shadow on the wall?
Yeah.
That shit.
Apparently that was like a something from an actual porn star.
Don't matter.
But don't play with me like that.
Don't fucking play with me like that.
So it's so many layers to that. And it's just like, I had to text him like, hey, babe, I'm gonna need you to never post me again.
Yeah.
Because people are just weird. The comments were like, oh, congrats on getting it back.
I saw that. And I tried to rationalize it that it was like, it as in like your relationship, like it as in, but then like why would you phrase it like that?
Why would you phrase it like that? And granted, I'm sensitive because of the circumstances, or whatever. But it's just like I don't like it. Even people who like I was kind of mutual with, like, oh, y'all got back together. Oh, she was talking about so somebody was like, he had retweeted and was like, oh, y'all they back or whatever or whatever it was, and somebody was like, oh, come back. What you mean to come back? Like, oh, she was talking about him like he was about. No, I wasn't.
And if I was,
that would be one thing. But even if I was, fuck you. But
you.
I wasn't. I have been from the day it happened, my thing has been, this is what happened. I'm getting my nigga back eventually. That has always been, I think so. And I've had to deal with that same kind of rhetoric of like, oh, you dogged him out. What? I never said anything personal about him as a person, because I think he's a good person. I think you just an idiot because you a nigga. That's kind of really just what it is. They so used to female humans. Ooh. They're so used to women.
You okay?
I don't know. It's just.
You okay?
Oh God.
Oh my
They're so used to women suffering in silence. So me saying, "Hello, this is what happened to me." She dogged that nigga out. She was dragged. No. Y'all want to do y'all dirt and don't want nobody to say nothing. So when women say what happened, you take it as being messy, being dragging a nigga, blah, blah. No, this is what happened.
And that's why only men that I've ever posted in my life have been Patrick and Brennan. When I say, you motherfuckers will never, until there is a ring on my finger, and I have been good and married. I mean, good and married. Y'all will never see a nigga cross none of them pages ever again in your life. I took a video of him and I thumb wrestling. That's how you niggas gonna know that I got a person.
You posted a video of y'all thumb
wrestling? I will when I post my dump on Instagram.
Oh, I'm like, I missed the thumb wrestling.
Yeah, like, fuck y'all. No, because
it gets weird. It's gonna be weird regardless. And
that's not fair to him. He can't even be happy and proud that he got his partner back.
Right. Like, it's like, it's already weird enough. I'm already had to deal with lots of over a year therapy, over a year of trying to get my life together, over a year, whatever. Please be normal. But again, I'm asking for way too much. So my other thing about my joke of the week, because that was exhausting. Fucking Cruise Gate was ridiculous. And it's nothing I can say. I'm trying to figure out if it's me, if it's Twitter as a whole, a little bit of both. It's like when you go to my page, you see how many followers I have.
It's Elon's fault. It's that it's okay to talk. It's 2010 again. That's what it is. It's 2010 again.
Somebody who celebrated their 15-year anniversary on Twitter, which is crazy as fuck. Even at its worst, even when you could log on to be called a black roach bitch, it still wasn't that bad.
Baby, them Taylor Swift fans called me a knuckle dragging big black nigger monkey bitch all up and down the timeline.
In real time. And I was like, my sister's burnt too many bridges.
I said, they are making up slurs.
Them Taylor Swift fans are so fucking racist. I said one thing one time, and that's how I saw you getting dragged. We had just laughed about being Carisha to my birthday. I couldn't do nothing for you. Because I couldn't jump in for that.
I couldn't do nothing for me. The phone started getting hot. Like the back of my... It was like... Because sometimes like when a tweet is viral, like I can turn on my notifications because I just want to hear what's happening. It was like, I said, oh, my poor phone gonna give out. I touched the back of this bitch, damn near burnt my hand. I said, oh, Lord. I said, oh, Lord. And then what I was going to say about the Taylor Swift. I didn't say anything. What I was gonna say about the video of him with Kayla Nicole is that what I think is happening, because we've all agreed that this is a PR relationship between her and Travis Kelce.
And the NFL.
Fine, in the NFL. So what I was going to say is what I think the PR strategy is that they're going to be together. He is going to break up with her and either leave her for that Kayla girl or another black girl, and she's going to launch another album based off of My Man Left Me. For a knuckle dragging monkey nigger. That is what I think the PR strategy is.
So
that's all I was gonna say.
What Melanie thinks it is he can't leave that bitch if he wanted to. That video of them in the club after they won the Super Bowl, I was so pissed they won because I wanted like, God, we need something.
We need to get
that nigga was in there listening to her. With my hand. Oh, that's Miley. She wears short shirts. I'm like, this nigga want to hear some nudie so fucking bad.
So bad. He's miserable.
And you know how Malibu's Most Wanted, where it's like they trying to get him to act white again. But it was a line where it was like, you ever sat and thought about that's who he really is? And they were like, no. But like, maybe he really do just like nigga shit because he was not having a good time.
It doesn't seem like the light has kind of left his eyes a little bit. Ever since his facial hair changed and he got the porn stash and his haircut and all these different
things. He still got the fade.
Yeah, he still got that like blackenized voice too, like when he sits and talks with his brother. His brother is very likable too.
His brother is so likable. Like that one clip, I was like, I kind of like you.
The clip in the overalls when he was out, it clicked for me that his wife is dressing him in overalls like you dress a baby in overalls when they go through that take off all my clothes phase, because that nigga comes out of his shirt so much. And so putting your motherfucking ass in some overalls, so if you get drunk, it's hard for you to get out of these clothes. That is adorable to me. Like, I can't stand when niggas don't act right, but when they act up in a cute way, I'm like
when they act up in a way, it's like no one's being harmed.
No one's being harmed, yeah.
It's like, all right.
All right.
But yeah.
I used to date a nigga who used to come out his shirt and threaten to take people to Suplex City. Yeah.
That seems on brand.
I mean, it was cool for the age I was and the time I was, but it would be like when you ready to go and he's like, oh, go get in the car, and you think y'all finna leave, and then you hear through the car windows, you want to go to Suplex City?
Oh, you were being literal when you said.
Oh, he used to take off his shirt.
He specifically said Suplex City.
Suplex City. Like, he was I like wrestling too, so that didn't bother me, but like, I want to go home and you're in the parking lot trying to fight your very best friend because he said you couldn't have any more beer. I'd like to leave now.
Yeah.
I want to go. Shout out to Aaron, though. I think he owns a brewery or something now.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so being called all kinds of, South Africa Gate was one thing. Sure, it died down. And I'm always going to be vindicated because apparently they lost some kind of soccer match a couple days after that. So, hope you lose again. So that happened. Then, here, it's nothing to explain with Cruise Gate because I kind of explained it already. I never wanted to go on a cruise, no way. It never seemed to appeal.
It looks like a floating Walmart. Like, unless it's like the Ritz-Carlton cruise, which I am interested in going on a Ritz-Carlton cruise. Otherwise, I don't want to be on a boat with motherfuckers for all that time.
I don't. That never sounded feeling. So when I heard there was a more, it's not even like, oh my God, I did not know. Yeah, that makes fucking sense.
People die.
People die.
Yeah,
sure. I just never thought of it because I don't think about cruises at all.
Yeah.
And then when she said they may have a
ice cream
party to free up space in the freezer, I obviously know that they're not gonna put your pork chops next to a dead body on the regular.
Right.
They're moving shit out. Makes sense. And also, we're dealing with white people. They'll do anything.
So
this makes
perfect
total sense to me.
Yeah.
You gullible dumb bitch. I hate Americans. You untraveled hoe.
Whoa. Shout out to Sabrina, man. Shout out to Sabrina.
Damn, I'm always complaining. I'm so sorry, but I have so much to complain
Go
about.
ahead.
I am always complaining. Shout out to Sabrina Breer. I just need y'all to stop. I don't know nothing about that lifestyle.
Oh, stop tagging you.
Stop tagging me. Like, because it's like, I get it, and Black creators, we need to be on TV. We need to be, but please, I don't want that to mess up for Quentin to be like, oh, so you talking shit? No, I
wasn't saying nothing.
I'm sure Sabrina, because the thing about white creators, and it is like unbalanced, sure, but once you hit that $500,000 for a white creator, you get a whole team.
Yeah.
It's not like she's not funny. She did. Well, my time is coming. Like when y'all was tagging me and all and saying all those things, like, oh, it needs to be male. It should be male, bitch. Put her on the show. Also, I have my own opportunities. When y'all would tag me, I was already in LA shooting something really fucking cool that I can't wait for y'all to see.
Period.
But I'm good. We're booked. It's fine.
Yeah.
Quinta knows I exist. She gonna call me when it's time to call me. When it's time to call me, she gonna call. My time is coming. I'm so thankful. I love that y'all ride for me. Can y'all say the energy for the incels in my fucking...
Yeah, where are y'all when I'm getting called names?
They come, but also we all got something. We can't all fight. Yeah. And I will say with another complaint, I'm tired of niggas being like, do y'all know what an incel is? Do y'all even know the definition? Yes, bitch.
And I just start ignoring shit like that because you niggas are so... Not even that. You niggas are stupid. Like, I am completely just befuddled by some of the stupidity that I see. It makes my heart hurt that so many of our children have been left behind, and so many of them don't have social skills. They don't understand nuance. They don't understand that things are not black and white. And there's like, you know what? Just hilarious, you raggedy bitch. You don't say shit else with your funky trout mouth bad BBL having ass about trans women, because clearly something else, because somebody on a podcast brought her up. She gonna say, because somebody addressed themselves as a cisgender woman, she like, you ain't even know you was a cisgender woman until a transgender woman told you that you were a cisgender woman. Bitch, shut up. Did one of the dolls hurt you?
I don't understand.
What is it?
Is that how we got to Dev, the video vixen, deleting his account on TikTok? Because apparently
I don't know. Really?
Because he was talking about...
It's just homophobic too, yeah?
I want to say all the old vixens...
You're a funky fuck.
So, my thing is... Okay, so Dev, the video vixen, you know Dev, the video vixen.
Yeah, he be...
Yeah. So he deleted his account. Because apparently he said something about... I think because the cis girly, because that's what we are, was saying, oh, don't call me cis. I don't like being called that, blah, blah, blah. And he was talking about how cis black women weaponize their womanhood against black gay men and trans women.
Yeah, 100%.
1,000%.
Yeah.
And apparently they ran him off the app. Not even like, and let me just not frame it as being ran off the app, because if I want to go,
I'm out.
You ain't run shit off nothing.
Yeah, I just don't want to do it no more.
I'm just not fucking doing this no more. But it is a valid fucking point, because, listen, a trans woman's existence don't have nothing to do with me.
Don't have nothing to do with me. I just want her to be happy.
In competition.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, my period not going to stop. I'm not going to stop bearing children, and my womanhood is not reduced to bearing children anyway. I don't give a fuck.
But when you're a dirty, dusty bitch, like, just hilarious...
And those
you struggle to find value, and all of her value rests. First of all, you're not funny. You say things for shock value, and the fact that you are less funny, less entertaining, less skilled, and just less professional than Angela Yee says so much. The fact even she has some sort of couth and decorum. Not only are you not funny, you're bad at the job. You barely got the job
because you was radio for real.
Yeah, you barely got the job because you announced it prematurely. But so like you barely got your ass in that seat.
We as a community have moved past the need for the Breakfast Club. Full stop.
And then it's just a crew full of bad people. Like nobody on there is redeemable.
And what I will say, even with Angela Yee, who was a pick-me who just let anything
she cut her fucking teeth in that radio shit though.
But she is a radio professional.
Yeah, she's a professional.
Like she was a professional up and down, and she added a level of balance to the show.
Yeah.
Because she was a professional. What are we doing here now?
I think this will be the last time, because I remember the last time that Just Hilarious said something very transphobic. I made a TikTok about it, but I never posted it just because I didn't want to give her that, especially if I had posted on Twitter. I just didn't want the chance of it going viral. And then like, one, she got stans. Didn't know that because I treated that she was a vile dog ass bitch, and I meant that. But
everybody has stans.
I think that we should get to the point where we should naturally let Just Hilarious fade into obscurity.
But the thing is,
and because
what I've noticed too is we live in the bubble because we are chronically online, specifically on Twitter and our curated TikTok timelines. The real world, nobody's having these conversations. Nobody's giving these kind of fucks. Nobody like when you ever be out with regular people who are not chronically online, you're like,
Well, all my friends are chronically online,
right? Well, if you are out with people who aren't, it's like.
Yeah.
Y'all not having these conversations. Not that we're just monocle. Look, we're having the conversation. But like, y'all don't sit in this fucking bubble of dread all fucking day and have these conversations and know the context of all the different things because you're not on Twitter. It's so much context.
Her rhetoric is just dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
And I hate a weak hoe. I hate a weak bitch with every bone in my body.
It's so dangerous that we can't not say nothing.
We have to say something.
Trans women are getting murdered literally every fucking day. And not literally every fucking day.
No,
honestly,
trans women, black trans women.
Is it every day?
I think it might be every 36 hours or some shit like that.
Say, I don't know if it was, I don't want to be like, oh, well, actually. But like, no, it's a very alarming number.
Black trans women's life expectancy, I think,
it's
might be 35 or 38 or some shit like that.
So we cannot play them bald headed ass games. You fucking waving your uterus in the air to kind of like
that's hilarious.
You waving your fucking womb in the air to
I got a womb.
Bro, people are dying. Who gives a fucking
fuck? If you don't, I'm not at all encouraging people to be homophobic, transphobic, whatever the fuck. If you simply can't help it, shut the fuck up about it.
Be quiet.
If you cannot help being transphobic, if you can't help whatever the fuck.
This is for the approval and the kikis of men.
Of nasty men.
I'm tired. Like, people are dying. We got so much more important shit to talk about.
Yeah.
And then that could segue into them calling Risa Tisa big back, and that's why what happened. What?
Big bitches ain't did nothing to y'all. Like, if we really want to talk, because, like, honestly, we both talked about, like, how we are perceived at different sizes, you know what I'm saying, and fat phobia and all those things. Big bitches have done nothing to y'all. Y'all are just mad that they have the audacity to exist and sometimes be loved or be in relationships. Because, again, like I was talking about how with Precious, if that Risa Tisa story had happened to somebody that everybody considers conventionally attractive, then it wouldn't be funny. Y'all wouldn't be calling her desperate. It would be like, oh, woe is her. But because she's a large black woman, now it's like, oh, she's fat, black, and desperate. It's because she's fat, black, and desperate.
You know what a good antithesis to that is?
Go ahead. That was.
I was like, let me make sure I'm making it right. The random man in Atlanta.
Yep.
Because when it was her, now granted, I haven't seen people be like, well, I have because
she got back.
But for the most part, people have been on Risa Tisa's side.
Mm-hmm.
But when it was the random man in Atlanta with Morgan, it was like, how dare he? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, oh, you so desperate, you just want a man.
Yeah.
Now, but also, pitting that, what I will say, Risa Tisa admitted, like, yeah, I ain't never had it like this, whatever. And desirability does play a part in all of this. Mm-hmm. I will say. But that could have happened to anybody. It
could have happened to anybody. And then what y'all want people to feel so bad about things that you consider bad decisions or red flags that you would have seen. Girl, fuck you. If the girl done got on the camera and said she was desperate or she was lonely or whatever the fuck what you want her to do? Die? Like, if she said it, if she admitted it out loud.
And then people want to take accountability. She's
like
taking accountability.
What the situation would be, I've routinely said he looked good on paper. He felt good on paper to me. All of the things that I said that I wanted out of a man, he was those things. So it caused me to ignore certain red flags. Yes. Do you want me to lay down and force close my fucking body about it? What do you want? What do you want?
She took full accountability as soon as she saw the red flag that she could not ignore. She got the fuck out of it. And that nigga was a very advanced liar. Because, like, honestly, why question if you on the phone with your brother?
What? Why are you pretending to be on the phone with
your
ass? Your ass is crazy. Your ass is crazy.
You're crazy.
But it's niggas too.
He's crazy. So it's like, it's so much, it ain't enough fucking discernment in the world.
He couldn't have told me he worked for a condiment company.
Now that
and not even on some, I think I'm better than her because that would have been the red flag for me. That if that nigga would have told me
he goddamn ketchup and ranch.
You going down to the ketchup people every day? Hold on. I'm gonna need to see a pay stub.
Honestly, but this is why I'm shallow because I could have seen that man and be like, no.
And no man with copious amounts of WWE memorabilia is a good person. I'm sorry. No man with that much wrestling paraphernalia is of sound mind. So, let's just, ladies, if you're out there, like, liking wrestling is fine. I'll take a nigga to WrestleMania. Like, it's fine.
You walk into fucking Vince McMahon's room.
If I'm getting back shots and I see a WWE belt, I'm gonna pack this pussy up and go home. I got to get the fuck out of here. Something is not right. Something in the milk is not clean. If you got a fucking folding chair hung up on your wall and shit, you got...
This is the chair The Rock threw at Triple H.
No, I'm all set, bitch. I gotta go.
We do have letters. Let's get to the letters.
Let's talk about our inbox really quick, and we're gonna keep it short.
Again, we're complaining.
We're doing some complaints today. To me specifically,
y'all gotta come in our goddamn inbox like you have some fucking
I will start wearing an Assassin's Creed outfit to this podcast if y'all don't stop being fucking weird. And I'm looking directly into the camera, looking in my fucking eyes.
We ain't gonna say no names, but
be fucking normal to me. Okay? Be normal to me. I didn't, and you know, y'all know, they know, he knows, she know, y'all know who y'all are. I swear to God, I'll come in this bitch with a poncho on. I swear on my soul. And if I got to stop talking about certain personal things to protect myself, I'll withdraw from you motherfuckers. I swear to God.
Email drafts and I want you, before you press send, you read over and ask yourself, is this something normal to say to another human being? And two human beings.
What Megan say? Don't say that shit to me if you want to say it to your mama. Okay?
So,
all right.
We at work. This is our podcast email.
Please.
Be normal. Okay, we're going to read a couple emails. We have
one letter and one update.
One letter, one update. And we had this one that was just...
what's this say?
A nice email.
Oh, okay.
That's why I text y'all yesterday.
Okay, cool. Okay,
this one was just nice. So I'll just read this.
You can read it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just a simple thank you. Hi, Tally and Mel. This letter is going to be a little different than the others you receive. But I just wanted to give you ladies your flowers. Let me first start by saying my name is Eileen. I'm 25. And in my head, you guys are my big sisters. I know them other Gen Z girls be talking to y'all crazy, but they need to stop because y'all are my queens. My queen. There you go. But now let me get serious. Back in January of 2023, I experienced my first sexual assault encounter.
Jesus Christ.
Got way too drunk, and friends who I'm no longer friends with decided to leave me alone somewhere I can't remember. As a way to deal with my pain, I began to self-harm. But one day, I don't know if it was God, the universe, I heard you guys' podcast and the urge to cut automatically stopped. The wanting to kill myself stopped. I know this may sound crazy, but you guys literally saved my life. You guys gave me hope. So please never stop being y'all and giving us this amazing podcast episodes. Black girls like me need y'all, whether you know it or not. You're changing lives. I remember praying as a little girl to have big sisters, and now I have two. So for that, thank you with all my love, Eileen.
Eileen, let me tell you something.
I'll cry right now.
I'm so grateful that you're still here, bruh. And I don't want to start crying because I spent a long time on my makeup today, and also I'm all cried out for this week.
That's so sweet.
This is why I know this is why we do it, but specifically this is why I do it. Like, I've told y'all all the time that there have been situations where I wanted to take my own life, and I've always wanted to make sure that like that pain was not without what's the word I'm looking for? Was not without purpose. So like I want to not necessarily I don't want to go through anymore wanting to die, but I went through the things that I went through to be able to share them in a funny and relatable way so that other girls don't have to go through those things. So that just really means so much to me. Oh, that was very sweet.
That was very nice. We not going...
I'm probably going to cry today. I said I was done with crying, but I'll cry at some point.
Cry.
Yeah, I'll schedule my cry when I take my makeup off. But I got to do something when I leave here, so I can't cry right now.
We got an update.
Y'all. So this is the update to the letter that we had where, like, the dude was, like, not great at sex, and then he didn't want to, like, try any new things, and he said that he was being emasculated because she wanted him to get better at, like, pleasing her, and then there was some assault that happened there when he violated one of her sexual boundaries, and also he was trying to violate another one of her sexual boundaries. So I don't know if y'all remember that letter, but we have an update. It says, "Hi ladies, it's y'all little sister again, and boy do I have some updates for y'all since my last letter. Quick recap, I was the girl who sent the letter about her boyfriend not pleasing her. I give him that feedback. He sprays on my face and I felt like Issa. Well, update. Since that letter was read on the show, my then boyfriend, now ex, said, we taking niggas bitches in a good way. Get up out of there. Yeah. Get up out of those relationships. Yeah, she says, I'm singing, I'm free. Praise the Lord, I'm free. He was upset with me because he felt disrespected that I aired our dirty laundry on a podcast. He felt like I emasculated him by telling two strangers our business who he says aren't licensed and trained therapists. We're sure the fuck not. And fuck you, bitch. I hope you, I was about to say something mean, but you can eat dicks though. And that is unbecoming of my feminine energy to listen to a podcast that bashes men all day. Yeah, motherfucker, we got your bitch listening to good feminist advice, and if you ain't a good nigga, she gonna get the fuck up out of there.
And lucky she didn't press charges on your bitch ass.
Because I would have shot his big ass. Had it been me, I'd have shot his big ass. So fuck you, bitch.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah,
fuck you.
Fuck you, you fucking freak. So should I? Okay. I told him to chill on my big sisters because I don't play about big sis Mel and Tally. And second, I'm grown. Period. I can tell that the letter has frazzled him a bit because ever since that episode aired, he's been very mean to me. And as Big Sis Tally says, it takes on misunderstanding for a man to be mean to you. Oh, it takes one misunderstanding for a man to be mean to you and expose how he really felt about you. True. It wasn't my intent to embarrass him or emasculate him, but honestly seek advice on a situation that I wasn't being fulfilled in with a person that I've been friends with for years and dated for close to a year. One day he made a comment about my weight, which he knew I was insecure about, and I flipped out on him again. Days later, as cooler heads prevail, I decided to break up with him. Too much has been said, and the meanness was a big-ass red flag that I could no longer ignore. I've added flour to that soft spot I had for him, and now it's hardened. I know better, will do better in my future relationships. I really thank y'all and appreciate y'all for helping me be fuck nigga free for the rest of my days. Love y'all. Fuck that bitch! Fuck that bitch, yeah.
Not that he listened to the episode. I'm glad you did.
I'm glad you did, bitch. And I hope you learned a goddamn lesson. And you, young lady, go get you 2 niggas. Don't you just hop back in another relationship and them 2 niggas don't work, you get 4 niggas. Get all the niggas you can and then find a good one. Because that one was not it. Fuck them. Fuck them up a goddamn wall.
Okay, so we're going to read. Let me tell you something, too. Now, we do not get a chance to read every letter, every episode, or whatever. So we have a lot of letters we have not answered. But we got it. Don't you send that email 2-3 times.
And that's the least of the infractions that we've seen, man. Like, we get sending it because you need it answered.
I understand.
So, no, not too much on you, but the rest of y'all, be fucking have.
We got it.
I really like this hair on you.
We sent it.
Yeah, really cute.
We sent it. We just ain't got to it yet. And we try not to do things that are too similar in themes to other letters. So we try to be a little different. But we sent it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're doing one more letter?
We're doing like an actual
We're doing
letter.
A long episode for y'all.
Because we missed last week.
And we missed y'all.
This is funny. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to see what else we got.
Okay.
Oh, no. That was a weird one.
I want y'all to know I want a snack so bad. And I'm not crunching into the microphone because y'all said y'all hate it. But know that, like, this is really, like, taking a piece of my soul right now. I got some chips on the floor. And I can't eat them.
You do that? Oh, somebody sent us like parenthood advice.
Ooh.
That one was a nice one. It wasn't like
you just pick it. I don't care which one we do.
Asking for advice. I mean, we can do more than we don't have to do just one.
I mean, yeah, but we got a bunch of shit to talk about. You saw that list of shit we got to talk about.
We do. This is kind of long. Let's go to the church one. Yeah, and we can read the other one another time.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for y'all emails though.
Thank you so much for telling us y'all business.
Them. Yes. Okay, so this one's titled "Church Girl, Don't You Shack Up with That Boy." So funny already. Hi, Tally and Mel. What's up? Big fan of the podcast. I love you some silly, goofy, pretty girls that offer their insight, stand in their truth, and own all of who they are, their perfections and their flaws. I'm a car listener of the podcast, but I'm now a part of the Midnight Club ministry. Amen. Because the vibe is much better, and plus, them face cards of y'all don't decline.
Never, not once, actually. In case you...
Per. I'm newly single after just breaking up with my boyfriend, who was a preacher's kid, intense eye roll.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Woo, jump scare.
Right. Last year of 2.5 years. Woo, I took my time to properly heal and grieve the loss of the relationship, and most importantly, that dick. Oh,
Passer. He passing out that dick. passing that cock.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Okay, when you're loving and happy relationship and being dicked down properly, Word to Insecure season 1 episode 2. It's the best feeling in the world. It's like getting 2 extra tenders in your 5-piece chicken tender meal at Popeye. Oh, what was the problem? Okay. Mm-hmm. While we were together, we lived under one roof against my better judgment and my upbringing. I love Jesus, but I'm not one of those weird jean skirt wearing Jesus is my boyfriend, purity ring wearing Christian. And honestly, that's not even biblical. So, if you want to get into it.
Yeah.
I'm one of those Christians that cuss, fornicate, and shack up with their boyfriends. I'm a complex Christian, okay? Same. Ha ha ha. My parents were against my moving in with him, but my parents have to understand that they won't have to answer for my sins on Judgment Day. I will. I know that's right.
No, that's right.
That's a bar. Let me write that down for my own
Just copy and paste it.
We lived together the last 1.5 years of our relationship. I had numerous reservations about living together because 1, I don't like a man in my space, works to Tally. And 2, a lot of people say that living together will be a test if you will make it or break it. Mm-hmm. Even though it was his idea for us to move in, I was the one that was able to get the townhouse in my name because, good credit, great coochie, per. LOL.
You're funny.
Right, you're a good time. Living together was literally the best of times, then it became the worst of times. He began to clock me as to when I was coming home, wanted me to do wifely duties, but had no discussions of where this relationship was going. And we began arguing over the dumbest, I'm going to have to tag you in after this if I can't breathe, of pettiest, stupidest things. I caught him sneaking in women on our Ring camera in our home and having sex with them in our bed. I began to get suspicious when he kept changing the sheets, and he said it was because he was perspiring heavily in his sleep.
If I just pause, I've caught a nigga sleeping with another bitch before, but I was very young. And my one regret is that he is still drawing breath to this day. I cannot imagine. You fucking hoes in my bed, in my home, and we have a Ring camera.
I'm stupid.
Mind you,
Pastor,
I have been the other woman, as we've known. I've been a person's other woman and done some egregious things. I would never in all my days fuck somebody in another woman's bed. In that lady's bed. In her bed where she wear her bonnet and put her face in here.
And rub her feet together and watch her shows?
Yeah. Like, are you... her bed? I'm sorry. That's... Okay, anyway. That's disgusting. You should kill that nigga. Even if he's still... let me stop saying that. Let me stop saying that. I gotta stop saying that. I mean it.
Bleed that, but don't say that.
Okay, maybe not kill him. But like... I don't know.
At least kick him in the knees really, really hard.
Yeah. Or... I don't know. Months after our breakup, I began receiving random phone calls, text messages.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry. After doing all of the screaming, crying, cussing, and fussing, I decided to break up with him. When we broke up, we went cold turkey. All communication stopped. We didn't do the backsliding sex that most couples do when they break up. We were really sick of each other, LOL. Our breakup was a little more complex because we lived together and we paid bills and rent. We decided that I was going to keep the townhome since it's in my name, and I paid some of the bills. It's honestly the fair thing to do. He tried to argue that it was his idea for us to move in together, and he found the townhouse, but I was the one to secure the deal and get it due to my credit. Months after our breakup, I began receiving random phone calls, text messages, DMs, and Facebook messages from his family members. They were begging and pleading with me to take him back. His mom calling me, telling me I wasn't enough of a soft woman for him and that I wasn't submitting myself enough to him and that God will punish me for breaking up with their son. Mind you, the aforementioned cheater never apologized or took accountability for their actions. It's always, you threw your money in my face. How's that supposed to make me feel? I hate these hoes so bad. Oh, my God.
And these fucking mamas, we got to talk about Mia Culpa. Did you watch it?
No, I did not.
You have to watch it.
No, I don't want to.
No, you have to watch it.
Okay. Honestly, they were... the pastor and first lady of Big Delulu Unhinged Fellowship Church. Y'all trying to bully me into getting back together with y'all cheating ass ain't shit son. Wow. The black church ain't beating the supporting misogyny allegations. They are not. He sent me a certified letter in the mail asking me if we could meet in person, and he pleads his case as to why I should take him back. I used to talk so much shit about the girlies that took their man back after he cheated, but honestly, the dating pool has pee in it. I don't have the bandwidth to start over with someone new. Also, being careful with saying that could never be me because the way life can humble you. Being in the streets is fun, but at the end of the day, I want to be with that man, but I ain't fully moved on from what happened. What should I do? Leave that man for good or hear him out and take the long steps in giving him a second chance? Help me, my sisters in Christ. Love y'all and niggas ain't shit. P.S. Mel, you should start singing more on the podcast. I love how I fake annoys Tally so much.
Tally enjoys it.
Okay. You should go first.
Yeah, let me answer.
And then I have things.
Now, there are factors that are in play. So, again, I had a similar situation. We won't get too
I don't think you did.
But it wasn't this.
It wasn't this.
And not in a way like, oh, I could never know. But like, niggas be fucking people because they're terrible people, right?
Yeah.
So, that's just what it is. At the root of it. But you have to understand. So, the things that made me decide, like, okay, do I want him to start coughing in 3 days? Or do I want to make it work, right? So, when it happened, boom, accountability. He was like, I'm so sorry, this happened, blah, blah. There was no gaslight, there was no nothing. Okay, boom, check. He don't get no check on it. Mm-hmm. The act itself is disrespectful. In your bed, ring light, blah, blah, blah. He don't get no check for that neither. That mammy, all that like church manipulation, all that with, no. And he does not seem like a great person. And he's harassing you. And so many different levels and femininity and soft. No. What were you about to say?
Okay. I want you hoes to stop being so forgiving. Because no
this is terrible.
Man is going to take you back, if you fuck another nigga in his bed.
Never.
There is no man, and if you find one,
and if
bring
he don't
him
kill
here.
you,
I would like to talk to. If he don't kill your ass,
right?
There is no man on this earth that would see you sneaking a nigga into his home on a Ring camera, knowing that you fucking niggas in his bed, and then you would ever be allowed to plead a case of take me back. No, if you make it out of that bitch alive. So stop forgiving men for things that they would not forgive you for. Right. Just straight up. And I don't know, because cheating is one thing, and I hate to say that because it sounds very Gen X-y, but cheating is one thing. I wouldn't forgive Melanie if she fucked somebody in my bed and we don't even go together. So, like,
yes, girl.
Nobody who will fuck somebody in your bed loves you. And I hate to say it like that, but, like, I feel like that is how intense I have to be about it. Zoom out and think about that. A nigga fuck somebody where you lay your head every night and you paying some bills in that bitch. I paid money for you to fuck a bitch in my bed is what happened.
Honestly. And he's making it seem like it's your fault because you had the more money and you throwing it in his face. And also this is giving that his mama's getting involved. He's a pastor's son. It's giving this nigga needs a wife.
And a home.
No, he needs a wife so he can take on the church and have this whole image and all this shit. That's what it's giving. He just needs somebody. To be.
And they want it to be you because they think you stupid.
And that's exactly what it is. You're going to be right there like the other big sloppy pastor wife who got to sit there while he explain his newest cheating scandal every other Sunday. And I can talk about any pastor because there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Who do that and they find they perfect dummy to sit there. And again, I'm not above, things happen to all of us. So I'm not saying that you're dumb for getting cheated on.
If it had just been getting cheated on, my advice would have been different.
Right. But it's so many layers to this that you cannot come back from. I think with me, my decision making with this is like, okay, let's lay out all the facts. What happened here? Was this? Was that? Okay, was it a genuine mistake? Do you actually hate me? Is this... Because it's so many different layers. People are like, if he cheats, he'll kill you.
I think me and you... I don't think cheating is a mistake. I think we kind of differ just a little bit in there.
It wasn't a mistake as far as... No, you did that shit on purpose. You knew what you did when you did it. But in the sense of... I sound like Kelly... Oh, that's not... No, in the sense that... Yeah. But like, you have to think about it as a fact that... How can I say this? Because it was... When I say mistake, I don't mean like, oopsie.
Like, he didn't just fall into some pussy.
Right. It was not like no oopsie daisy kind of situation. But like, okay, you fucked up. Mm-hmm. Players fuck up. Mm-hmm. I be fucking up too. And I had to take a step because like, I wasn't above my goddamn self. I just hadn't been.
I just didn't do it first.
Yeah. So I can't think of those different factors that play in it. So, okay, cool. But this layer of... doing it in your bed, because it seemed like he tried to spite you, because when niggas be poor, they're so fucking mean, dog.
Poor niggas are so mean. They're so criminally cruel.
So they can't shit on you financially, so they will find other ways to hurt you.
And they can't use money to control you, so they're trying to harm you. And then whenever anybody, friends, family, fuck up with me, I think of every step that it took to get there. And I think the concern is you did not consider me at any point in these decision
that consideration,
the consideration, like at no point did you stop and say, I love this person. This is a person I'm harming. And then also
in her house.
And then also a thing for me too with cheating. I've said before, because I might not leave my nigga for cheating. I'm just never going to be monogamous with you again. You can hang that shit up. So you can stay if you want to, but my eggs are getting cracked. I'm fucking other niggas if you cheating on me. Because I can never trust that.
Because they going to use this Bible and church shit to keep you in prison.
And God wants you to be happy.
And that mama is a problem.
She's a problem. And she's going to continue to be a problem. And if y'all stay together, you're going to have kids with this nigga. She going to get worse. Let me tell you something. When people try to use all this feminine energy and universe shit, or they want to bring up the Bible, God wants you to be happy. Perfect femininity is you being happy and you being cared for. What?
I just thought of the funniest booty hole. What? Let's just segue into that.
Oh, you're talking about the game?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. You're talking about the actual.
It came to me and I was like, this is so funny. I reacted to my brain. Yes. Sorry. But yeah, no.
Yeah, God wants you to be happy.
You got to, because that's going to be held up.
You are not Job. You is not Job, bitch. And this relationship is feeling real Joby.
And as long as you stay in church circles, you'll find a new church nigga, I'm sure. But yeah, so moving on to the booty hole segment.
This episode might be 2 hours, bitch. How long we been talking?
It'll be all right. Y'all
like long episodes.
Y'all having fun.
Yeah.
So... that's what reminded me of Mia Culpa, because it was like a weird mom like that. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Keke Palmer, because she was like, She was like, "Oh, Mia Culpa was so good. So many gags and goops in the whole movie, and he slipped in some real life in that shot. And you got to watch out for the mama because that mama was crazy and she was white. So like Kelly Rowland's husband had a brother, and then their mama was white, and the mama was like sick, so she was like fooling. Okay, and it was like, this bitch is crazy, but you being nice to her because she going through chemo. She gonna die. Right, but she was crazy as fuck. But you have to watch it, even if you hate watch it. You have to watch it. Okay,
I'll do it, but I'm going to be upset about it the whole time. And I'm
you can watch it like this.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do, but watch it. Okay. So anyway, booty hole.
Okay, what is it?
Since it's Black History Month and we're wrapping up the month of February.
Oh, you're going to upset me, aren't you? Okay, go on.
What two Black history figures do you want to see fight to the death in a ring? And what two Black history figures would you watch have sex covered in mayonnaise? That's a Chappelle Show reference. No, absolutely not. I have been laughing different lately. That's how I know I'm getting older. I've been like,
why would you think of that? So honestly, just like,
who do you want to see fight?
I would really enjoy seeing Martin and Malcolm fight, and I know that's basic, but like they just used to like take such shots at each other's like school of thought that I would really like to like see them like work it out. You know what I'm saying? Like in the ring. But you know, Martin all non-violent and shit.
But the thing is, I feel like Martin might have had hands. You know how people like beat ass so bad? Like,
he gotta have hands.
I can't. Like if I fight, ain't nobody having a good time. Right. So I'm just gonna be calm as fuck. Yeah. Those be the ones you gotta worry about.
I don't want to see any civil rights leaders have sex covered in mayonnaise. That's not something I think about. Can we take the mayonnaise part off of it?
I think that mayonnaise is a very integral part of
I don't want to be involved in this.
If you must. I think I have my answer, but it's so basic. We gotta dig deeper with. So it gotta be before civil rights, because my answer would be for the mayonnaise would be, I want to see Coretta get her lick back and fuck Malcolm covered in mayonnaise.
Literally, that's what I was gonna say, because Malcolm X was handsome. He was a handsome man.
Sorry, Betty, but I got to see what it be about.
Yeah, and Coretta, I hope she was getting her lick back.
She wasn't.
I know, but in my mind, I like to think so. I like to think that.
So wait, you know what? Imagine. Okay, I'm sorry. I just thought something else. You know how niggas do Lauren London? Can you imagine if social media existed, how they would have done Coretta after Martin died?
Oh boy, she wouldn't been able to move her shit.
Is that me and Martin's connection?
Stop making stuff up on Lauren London too, please. Oh my God, stop it with the.
That girl did not say that long paragraph, y'all. She did not. And it's like, I like Lauren London. Like, as Lauren London, I like her. I do not like her propped up as Coretta Scott King with this whole Nipsey situation. Because I remember them in real time. Granted, she loved his dirty drawings, but he was not very nice.
And he was
cheating. And I didn't like that. And it was like, I remember that before he passed away. Like, granted, I was devastated for her, but it's like, can y'all stop acting like this?
But you kind of got to let bitches rock out, because, you know, she likes that. She likes
she let them down.
Being Coretta Scott Hustle. That's her thing. That's her vibe. So,
but like, it's also not fair to her, the pedestal, and because again, we talk about her being fake pregnant, or like she's only she was like 30, 3 when that 33, happened.
Yeah.
So y'all not gonna let this girl ever move on.
But she's not letting herself move on.
It's fresh. But I feel like in 10 years, y'all still gonna be on her ass. If she wanna go to fucking dinner with goddamn Trevante in 10 years, y'all gonna be all kinds of whore slut bitches.
Yeah.
Leave that damn girl alone. Leave her alone. Yeah. So my answer of who I want to see fight though, I want to see Harriet Tubman.
I bet Medgar Evers could have whooped somebody.
I mean, he was big. It's a big man.
Wasn't he from Mississippi?
I don't remember. I want to see Harriet Tubman punch Frederick Douglass in the face.
Frederick Douglass is my least favorite.
Yeah, I want to see him. I want her to pistol whip him.
He's my least favorite civil rights. Was it him or W.E.B. Du Bois that I don't like? Which one of them don't I
think like? One of them light-skinned ones wasn't shit either.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one. Is it Frederick Douglass?
What's the Talented Taste?
Which one? I think that's W.E.B. Du Bois.
Frederick Douglass had the white wife.
That's the one. Hate his ass.
But W.E.B. was the colorist one, I think.
Yeah.
With the Talented Tint and like
all that shit.
Because somebody clocked his colorism. Who was it? I just read about this. I forgot. Damn. What was I talking about? Anyway, okay, let's get into all that we've touched on. Risa T said we touched on.
We gotta talk about the girl on stage.
What does that mean?
Oh, who the fuck did I marry?
Oh, we talked about that already. Yeah.
All right. So
the girl on stage.
The girl on stage.
With Omar Lay. You know,
I don't even know who that
out
is.
of Cross the Pond business. Y'all already know that.
Yes.
I don't know.
I do want to start by saying people made a good point, and I agree. This is just setting the stage for what we're talking about. Her man, even though we know he's a loser now, was finer than the nigga performing.
Fair. That young man is handsome.
That young man is handsome. So I don't know if I quite would have, just based off of that, handled it that way.
So here's the thing.
Sometimes a crush is a crush, and a celebrity is a celebrity.
A celebrity crush. Yeah. Like, again, we talk about, who do we sit here and crush on? It's the themness that makes them even finer. Yeah. I will say, like, that boy is fine. Mm-hmm. If Lucky Day, who I don't think looks better than that boy, mm-hmm. but if I get on stage with Lucky Day and I...
You know he a deadbeat.
Yeah. Child support, honestly, at the rate these R&B singers are going...
You can't attach yourself to nobody. Yeah.
That and child support, I mean, how much child support be? I got $40. How much?
I ain't never paying no nigga child.
I put a little something on it.
I ain't putting a goddamn
I got $40.
You get up, what that girl say, you get over there and help that bitch with them kids.
I'll put $40 down for Lucky Day child support to make my point. But the fact is, he an R&B singer, he covered in fucking preservatives on stage. I'm having fun.
Wow, and the girl is young. She can get a new nigga. She won't never have the opportunity to do that again.
And that was my point.
Yeah.
She'll be fine. Granted, was it all the way appropriate? No. But does she need death threats for weeks at a time and you want her to get... And females...
She apologized too.
Females and accountability. What more? She lost her nigga. What more do you want?
That's the accountability. And then another thing about it is like, because I was talking to... my boyfriend, I gotta come up with a nickname for him, I guess.
You can't say what we call him?
I can't say what we call him because then y'all be in my business.
Damn, but we need... I'm so glad you came out.
Yeah, I came out, guys.
I've been waiting for her to... She'd be like, yeah, I hate niggas. I'd be like, you fucking liar.
I still hate niggas real bad.
I mean, yeah, but like...
Oh, bitch, we was at a game night and it was niggas I had never met before. It's like his old friends and teammates and shit. And they were talking about something. They were like, what are you interested in? What do you like to talk about? I was like, nah. And they were like, what? I was like... I'm going to ruin the evening, man. And they looked at him, and he was like, oh, she's going to ruin the evening.
I hate being around normies because it's like, I'm the non-normie.
I want to talk about patriarchy and how you suck.
And it's like, you be like having moments when somebody say something, it's like, ah.
And then the bitches that was, let me not call them bitches, the young ladies that were there were normal too. So like.
When I'm around normal people, I be like, ah.
Like they were normal. So like, they're like, what do you like to talk about? And I'm like, feminism, genocide, patriarchy. I like to talk about history and books,
genocide,
and I like.
Talk about genocide.
I like to talk about how everybody's a little autistic,
oppression.
So they looking at me like this weird bitch is in here weirding it up.
They're trying to have a good time. So I be trying to like. You know, like how when SpongeBob was trying to be normal, it's like, yeah, bitches and hoes, man. Liquor.
I think I said the phrase, because I was drunk. I think I said the phrase, I hate you hoes for real. And it took a minute for the boys to realize that I was talking about men. Because there's bitches in the room. And when I said that, the girls were like, and I'm like, not y'all. And the guys were like, what?
I be struggling so hard with normal people, and I be like,
damn, I miss my friends. When I be around people, I be like, man, I want to be back around my folks, bro. Y'all haven't brought up Palestine once. What are we doing in here? What are we doing? Ain't that much space? How do we free Palestine?
We gotta get our heads together, man. Babies are dying, nigga.
What do we do? It's bombs. What do we do?
You hoes dropping right now. Y'all over here eating Rotel.
You hoes have not brought up Roe v. Wade once.
What are we gonna do about these frozen embryos?
What are we gonna do with the embryos, guys? There are embryos in Alabama.
You bitches taking shots? Tequila at a time like this?
I think it might have been James Baldwin that said to be black and conscious is to be
enraged.
Like perpetually like enraged. I know I'm paraphrasing. Sometimes when I'm at kickbacks and stuff, I just want to take whoever the dumbest nigga is in the room and fling them across the table and just knock all the shots off. We need to talk. We
have to organize right now.
I'm ruining. I mean, when I say I know I'm a vibe
killer.
Ruiner.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, God.
And I be trying to have to like, and you know that if you do have that one friend in the room who already know, and then like something, okay, I was at a kickback, and again, I don't get invited to many kickbacks. I'm like,
we're both the friend you have to explain
before they get there. And they were playing music videos, and I wanted to make a skit about this so bad. But it's like, again, I'm never gonna get invited nowhere ever again. So I be having to pick my battles. And I think that's another thing. People are so chronically online, they don't go outside. So for me, who goes outside at least a little bit, it's like I have to, this is not how the real world works. So like it's music videos playing on the TV. Cool. And then like it's just shuffling. So they was playing like regular shit. And some Lil Nas X come on. Oh. This nigga came from across, like this nigga was over there. He jetted across. Turn that shit off, bro. Turn it off. And I
was like. See, but at least you're making an effort to be normal. And
I was like, again, you're never gonna get invited over again. But I can't not.
I say something because I may not ever get invited, but what you're gonna do today is learn a lesson.
It's not, but I'm luckily, and it was so beautiful because I was with nothing who is problematic, but has enough sense who was consciously problematic. Like I know better, but I'm just not gonna do better because I'm an asshole. But at least at the root of it, you know better.
You know better.
So he's like, damn, nigga was real pressed to turn that shit off. I wasn't even gonna say nothing, and I was like. So I got to like make a little joke about it. So I'm like, okay, I got to at least say something. And I'm not crazy for noticing how crazy
niggas
that was.
Be acting like if they stick their feet out from under the covers, Lil Nas X gonna come and get their booty hole. It's not that fucking serious, baby.
Fucking boogeyman.
Like, he's not the fucking booty hole boogeyman, man. Like, that asshole is safe.
It's not even clean.
You're gonna be fine.
I want your booty hole, baby.
But the girl on stage... If she had been in a serious relationship, like, because it was a new relationship.
Oh, the resident incels before I blocked them said they were in a 7-year relationship.
Oh, what I heard was that it was relatively new. Okay. And that she told him, also from what I heard, she told him what would happen if she got called on stage.
If they call me on stage.
But like, no, like I know who, like when I date niggas, I know who they like. I know who they crush is. Like, cause for me, I've told niggas I dated before, and of course they don't return the sentiment, but I've told them, like, it's certain niggas I meet, I'm fucking. I have to tell you that. So you just better hope that my star starts falling down soon, because if I get in the room with certain niggas, I'm popping this pussy. But in the same breath, I feel like if certain niggas get in the room with certain bitches that they into, go forth.
You gonna fuck the regular bitch.
You gonna fuck the regular bitch, and I can't fuck Trayvonte? That's crazy. That's insane.
What am I supposed to do?
That's insane.
And that's the thing too for the demographic. One, most of the people who are the soccer abbeys ain't fucking nobody. Right. But the fact of the matter is, y'all niggas will fuck a bitch at the bodega. Yeah. So this girl can't bend her ass over in front of a R&B superstar. She can't let that coochie breathe in front of somebody she likes. And it's like, oh, well, so the reason,
Drake, you dusty bitch. We gotta talk about him too.
We gonna talk about him.
Let me make sure I put that on here. This bitch, I'm so sick of his ass. I'm so sick of him so bad.
So yes, like it's some celebrities like, oh, this is why I can't be with no groupie bitch, blah blah blah. Shut up. Because again, y'all fucking anything. And and that's my thing. Even with this whole lick back era I've been on, I'm gonna make it count. Which is why I just say, and my celebrity fuck list is getting smaller and smaller by the day because niggas refuse to shut the fuck up.
They refuse to stop talking.
They refuse. But if I get a chance, I'm going.
And if you got a bitch, like, also zoom out. If you got a bitch bad enough to go up there and perform like that, because it ain't like she got up there and did no stupid shit. She ate down.
She performed.
She got up there and like,
Alvin Ailey need to be called her ass.
She performed. If you got a bitch bad enough to go up there, because I think it's the same thing as like getting called on stage to sing or getting called on stage to do jokes or whatever the fuck. You got somebody bad enough to go up there and act out like that, because see me, I date bitches, that would have did it for me. What you're getting is fucked when we get home. Good job, baby.
Because she's coming off stage and coming back with you and going home.
She was going home. You. See, niggas don't have long game, but you embarrassed. Well, the way that they were showing all the different angles. Now, honestly, that shit was embarrassing.
That shit is embarrassing. I was like, she not wrong, but this is a lot. I understand him. And probably
it's too much.
It's too much for both parties.
I would have started smacking motherfuckers like Jocelyn was backstage at that thing where she was just hitting everybody.
It was so strong.
I'd have started hitting the cameraman. Get these fucking cameras out of my face now.
It was a lot. Yeah. But so all of it around, I can understand him being humiliated. And had it just happened and everybody went home, fine. But the internet obviously can't let nothing die. Yeah. She getting death threats. You didn't leave that, kill that bitch. Blah, blah. It's a lot. I understand.
And the Kai Cenat boy, Cenat, how you say it?
Cenat, whatever.
Whatever.
The little boy.
He's a little fucking grody ass weirdo too.
And he's like, first of all, I'm not his target audience at all. So I'm not supposed to get it, and I won't. But he, I guess, offered to bring her on the thing. Why would I go on there it's not like y'all gonna be, oh, that's what happened. Okay,
Yeah,
sister,
you're bringing me on here so people can call me a cunt in the comments.
Even more.
Yeah.
He don't want look money for that. Yeah. He brings, so he's like, hell no. And it's so disgusted that she would even ask. Brings the boy in there, gives him 20 bands, and hooks him up with some other American girl. Whatever the fuck. That little boy on there looks so downtrodden. You ever seen a nigga just be sad? He want his bitch back so bad. And he know he can't get, he gonna have to wait till like August.
Yeah.
Cause they gonna get back together. He want his bitch back.
So bad.
And the poor girl did a video. I'm just like, leave these babies alone.
And it be grown motherfuckers weighing in on, like, we're the grown motherfuckers weighing in on it. But be grown motherfuckers weighing in on it and then be on the wrong side of history about the shit. These are Sir, you could have just shut the fuck up. You are so, and I'm not even trying to be funny. You are 37 years old with, he's an independent artist, right?
Apparently he's signed under TDE, but whatever.
You got an album coming out and you have no idea who your fucking base is. There was no way there's nothing I want to weigh in on that bad that I would insult my fan base days before my album comes out.
And nobody was like, I wonder what Sir thinks.
And then he's like, I guess I shouldn't be referring to women as bitches.
If you think the problem was the word bitch,
that was the problem, you ain't got the
sense. You pissed me off even further. But my thing is, even further. The thing also is, you do know who your audience. You are an R&B singer with your shirt off, who should be on Omalay's side. Who apparently he switched out on the girl too, which is neither here nor there. But of course he did. Yeah. But the thing is, like, you very well could be the nigga somebody's bending over on. You might want to shut the fuck up.
Put your oil on and shut the fuck up.
And sing yourself. I just got into Sir So Heavy, which is what's so disappointing.
You can't enjoy anything.
I love R&B. You know this.
R&B.
Brent don't always do it. Sometimes I want a little deeper. I want some more soul. Sometimes I go to my lucky.
Brent be like, I really hate these hoes and they stupid, but they let me fuck, so I'm around. I hate bitches and my mom too. Ooh, wanna drink some champagne? Fucky.
And I be in there. You know what? Pootie Tang, when the song is nothing, but the man is in the hot dog shop like. That be me dancing to Brent Fayez in the car.
I like Brent, but sometimes he say something. I'm like, ooh, like he said something. I was like, ooh, homeboy, domestic violence. I was like,
oh my god,
what?
Oh, the song with 21 Savage, running from me.
I like the All Mine song.
I love it. That's
a fun fucking.
Sometimes I want a little more raised in the church feel. That Lucky Day. I didn't see it, but like I always like enjoy it. I'm like, this cute little bop when he did that song with Ari Lennox, which we still deserve a video for. That was my song because most of the album made me so sad because of the breakup. Because it happened like days after the breakup. Well, it came out, so I can't listen to most of the album. But that song I listen to.
Only song I like is
Kenyon
the
Dixon.
Big one. The big one. And I do like that song.
Alone and I'm alone. I love Sir's music. I love real R&B. If you gonna get it now I'm icked out.
Here's the problem with men famous and not famous. They know that, but all men think that their opinion is worth something. There's no man on this. Every man is like, you know what this situation needs? My thoughts, my opinion.
Because I am a man.
And I hate to sound like an asshole, but sir, just oil the titties up, put the fucking locks in a half up, half down, and sing the fucking song.
That's it.
That's all you had to do.
That boy is young enough to be your son.
That boy is young.
Literally.
But all the bitches from California in the comments was like, if you expected
Inglewood, sir,
to
be worth a goddamn,
to be worth a fuck.
And honestly, it's not even so much that, like, it's just I can't walk around like you ain't shit and you ain't shit and you. Granted, I am, but at the same time, I kind of like to suspend my reality a little bit. You ain't have to say nothing, sir.
You didn't have to say nothing.
And I was excited for the new album. I was like, perfect.
And I knew he had a little, like, even some of his music is a little misogynistic, like because when you get into it, because they all are. But it's like I didn't just. Ew.
But even then, we just talked about this last episode or the episode before, but the misogyny. So I'm just
my shoulder is itchy.
Oh,
it was
already
dirty. No. My shoulder was already itchy, and then you touched it, and I couldn't ignore it anymore. No.
So anyway, but we were talking about
the
misogyny.
I'm like,
ew, cootie.
No.
But yeah, we were just talking about the misogyny. Like the Brent Fayez misogyny is different than the James Brown. Like they was going home and beating the fuck out of bitches, but when they was in that fucking studio, we were beautiful queens.
Yes.
And how much more can we ask?
Yeah.
Okay,
we can ask him to not beat bitches
Drake,
up.
you going to hell.
Drake, you dirty, dusty yellow bitch. I know I say that all the time. You make me so fucking sick. You make me so... But first of all, you don't even like Tory. Y'all was beefing. You don't even like him. And I've met Canadians. Y'all don't have that strong of a goddamn bond. So what? You all niggas really do not bang with each other like that. So what the fuck? And I know that this is a pattern with him. But it's like...
the same thing he did with Chris Brown.
You really might want to shut the fuck up because all of these things are coming out about different people and what sort of awful shit that they doing in the dark. We already know that you a nasty, broke down ass bitch. So you might want to keep your motherfucking mouth closed because as you have learned, people don't tend to prosper when they fuck with Megan like that. They don't. Things don't.
I don't
go
know
well.
what witches she got on the main line.
What Creole seasoning she got on her that she is covered
Tony
like
Chachere's be sprinkling on these niggas.
You might want to. So the tweet that came out today where he said that like even Joseph was a stepdad to Jesus. I cannot imagine how mad niggas are.
I just know. And I haven't checked because thank God I've been here for hours. I just know.
Russell loved that lady down. And it's so funny. We talk about all the time how niggas want Sierra to be punished for like making a bad decision.
Literally.
And it's like somebody said, like Little Future don't know a life without Russell. So that really is like his dad. Sure. And people get so upset about that because if Future wanted to be a present father, I'm sure he can't now just based off of, having to lie in the bed that he's made. But at any point,
he has 8 other kids.
You have 1,000 other kids. But he could have been an act. No, Russell is not stopping Future from being an active father.
And neither is Sierra.
So, like, what is the fucking deal? And they just want her to be so broke down and downtrodden.
And they want him to take pictures with all the other kids and just leave Future in the corner. Like, what do you... You want this child to not be loved?
Yeah.
Do you want Sierra...
Sorry that this... And as a person whose step-parent loved them... What a blessing that because y'all say, oh, father's not in the home. You know what I'm saying? Like kids need fathers. It can't be. Why can it not be Russell if the little boy's father is not and does not want to be involved?
Right.
What the fuck?
And when he was involved, I have not seen Future with Future in a while. But when it was, he was like 5 and he gave that nigga a Rolex.
So what are
or some shit? Here? It was like he gave him like a watch or some shit.
Right.
So Baby Future was like, because he has managers, like, thanks, Dad.
But what is that baby supposed to do with that? Like, and I know that people want women to be, like, punished for having babies with dumbasses. You know what I'm saying? Or having babies with, like, niggas that might not be, like, the best. But it's like, it's been 10 years, I think.
That boy is 10 years old.
It's been so long. Give it a fucking rest.
He's been in that boy's life since he was a baby.
He literally does not know a life without that man. So please just...
And she's had 3 additional children. They have been married for like 8 years now. Let it go.
Sierra will be on her 8th child and these niggas will still be talking about this shit.
And he's getting finer by the day.
Oh, he's so handsome.
That's like when your grandma say that's a handsome
man.
Nice looking.
That's a nice looking man right there. He's handsome. He loves her. If you can screenshot a video of Russell and Sierra engaging with each other, and I promise you it don't matter which it is. He is always looking at her like he adores her. He's always looking at her. He look at her like she smell good. He just looks at her like he hungry. And I fucking love that shit, man.
And he love her. And Sierra's always been a nice girl. So like, what do you want?
She's sweet.
She don't bother nobody.
I don't understand.
So segueing into, because the conversation came up because of the Cam Newton thing about like, y'all think Russell wouldn't beat Future's ass. Granted, Cam Newton's bigger than him, but like the athleticism is there.
And for men to love sports so much, y'all do not understand bodies. Like, you love sports, you watch football, you watch basketball. That man is I think they said a 3-sport athlete or 2-sport athlete or some shit like that. Yeah. Future's colon is probably full of lean and Sonic burgers and
big Buford's and shit.
Big Buford's and chili dogs and the fried apple pies and shit.
Sesame
and Xanax. That boy would kill Future. Every breath that Future draws is a thank you to Russell. If he ever tried Sierra or any of them children.
And it's like, Future know better. He do at the breath of it. Yeah. So Cam Newton fought 18 niggas at one time.
Let me tell you something. I've met Cam Newton twice in real life. And I know that he is not well up in here. That's a handsome man. I'm just going to say it. That is a handsome motherfucker. But he got the first time I saw him, he was fine. And then the second time I saw him, he was even finer. So know that, like, in my wrong side of my mind,
he's in the same folder with Future.
If he caught me on an off day, fuck the dog shit out of Cam Newton. Seeing him throw them grown men around like rag dolls?
He already had this nigga. I'm sure he's right-handed. He had one nigga like this and was also tossing a nigga with his left hand.
If I had seen that in person, they would have had to call. I would have. People would have thought I would just have started orgasming. If I had said I just love it, I started hollering. Oh my God!
It was at that moment I was like, you know what? Watch Jazzy. I understand. She got CN tattooed like on her throat muscle right here, and she's completely rebranded and she's pregnant. And I was like, what's going on with that sister? I don't understand. And I saw that said,
I see a nigga throw 3 niggas. Let me tell you something,
Jasmine, you got it.
The paramedics would have to surgically remove me with the jaws of life from that dick. My mouth.
Oh my God!
I swear to God, my mouth will be pressed against that fucking pubic mound. They'd be like, get off of him. I'd be like, no, he's mine. I love him. Oh, that was the sexiest shit that I'd ever seen.
It was so west side of him. Yeah.
It was all very Atlanta. And the hat.
Did
you see somebody said that he had your hat on? Did you see that?
Yeah, my hat. Oh.
Somebody said he got Miss Mitch hat on. Oh, no, I didn't see that. Oh, that shit made me laugh so hard. The hat was perched. That bitch was right here.
He was fighting and the hat was
fighting. The hat was just going like this. I said, ooh, shit. And for me to be lusting over a nigga in a church hat is crazy.
But the top was missing. He cut a little peephole in the top for his locks.
See, first I thought that was decoration, and I realized it was his hair. I
think his hair was securing it.
Yeah, that was the sexiest shit that I've seen in a long time. And I know that I'm a violent, twisted bitch, so probably I need to talk to somebody about that turned me on. But it did do a thing for me. Miss Watch Jazzy, we don't always meet in the same place on our views on things.
But
that I understand you, baby. I understand you.
Honestly, I hope it's twins. I hope it's twins.
I ain't never had no nigga make me want to tat his name on my throat.
And I didn't understand it until...
I know it's heavy.
Oh, I mean...
I know it's heavy. I know it makes a thud. I bet it hit the floor when it takes its jaws.
I think I can roll. You gotta like take a microphone cord.
I bet he gotta like throw it over his shoulder and like just to like walk around. Oh God.
Okay, and good news.
Yes.
Kid Fury and Crystal met Beyonce.
It was so beautiful.
Did you listen to the episode?
Not yet.
The episode.
Because I know I'm gonna cry.
It was just wow. I listened to it, of course.
I know I'm gonna cry.
It was so beautiful, just them documenting the day. So basically, like the short version is, they got like a call from their manager, like, "Hey, you want to do something for Sacred?" And they're like, "Okay." I think it was just like some influencer shit. Mm-hmm. So they go to like shoot the influencer video, whatever. Miss Tina comes out and does their hair. She trims Crystal's hair, and Crystal's like losing her fucking mind, whatever.
Oh, I'd be in tears.
So they're already freaking out from Miss Tina. Mm-hmm. And then I guess they like, oh, we want you to come to the party tomorrow too. And Miss Tina wants you to do some other things at the party. So she's like, oh, okay, well, awesome. Like, they go to the party, not thinking Beyonce will actually be there, and she ends up being there. Mm-hmm. And they have like these special colored wristbands. And at some point during the party, because there's a bunch of influencers in there, and they're like, look, I'm auntie tired. Mm-hmm. Great. Beyonce shows up, they're like, what the fuck? It's her. Mm-hmm. But still keeping the normal distance. Mm-hmm. And at some point, someone's like, hey, can y'all come with us real quick? And they go to the back, it's fucking Beyonce. And she's like, oh, it's finally nice to meet you guys in person. And they sit and talk to Beyonce for like 5 minutes.
I would throw up.
Kid Fury had me about to just crash my car.
That's so sweet.
Because he was just talking about,
She seems so nice.
She seems genuinely like just a nice person.
She seems like such a sweet lady.
And he was just saying how, with his attempt last year at Coachella and how he didn't want to be here, but it just showed him that there's attainable joy in life, and that how important it is. Like, and it makes him want to keep on living. All this. Yeah. I was just like, but God. Like, can you imagine us meeting Meg Thee Stallion?
And it's so crazy because we both have separately, you know what I'm saying, like been in this, like close to her, but like I can't imagine.
Like, Beyonce's our Beyonce, but Meg is our Meg. I feel like Meg is like our flagship.
Yeah, because we're in the same age group. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's like, I like to think that she listens to somebody, because the video that I did about Drake being a goober, like I've seen several people be like, I hope that she's heard this. You know what I'm saying? And that like she at least gets a laugh out of it, and at the most like uses it. You know what I'm saying? Like as a sample or something. That will warm my heart. I think she listens. I hope she listens.
I would imagine that
because why not?
If I met Meg Thee Stallion, he's my lip quiver a little bit. Like, I would just take her hand like Ayanla.
We're friends now.
I would just hug her, and we would just hug and just rock.
Just rock and cry.
Before it gets weird and sexy later. Because, like, after this, I'm going to hit on you. But we're going to wait. Because we're going to intercede right now.
You know me. I'll be immediately, I'm in love with you. I'll say it.
I'm in love with you.
I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you right now.
So
yeah, this is the Megan Thee Stallion Stan podcast.
So it was just beautiful just to see. They've been doing this for 11 years. Like, they really revolutionized podcasting. Period.
Black podcasting.
Black podcasting.
Well, podcasting and then doing great things for Black podcasters and like
because before podcasts were like, oh, what's a podcast? Or
I thought podcasts were for old white people. Yeah.
Right. I was just explaining that to my mom. I was like, it was just old white people, old white men talking. So we saw like ghetto people having fun. Oh, anyone can do it. We can do that. And then the plot got lost once men got them. Things haven't been the same
men.
Since straight men got those microphones. But it's just thank God for Crystals and Kid Fury. I've been my mom. Kid Fury. I have based my entire. No one's talking to you.
Siri, shut up.
Stop. Okay, I based my entire personality off Kid Fury. I've been following him since 2009, and when he was making videos in his orange wall. So I am obsessed with him. Yeah. I'm so glad that he finally got what he needed. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that like when all of these wonderful things happen to like podcasters that I listen to, like I never really want to stop the podcast, but it kind of always puts into perspective again for me, like what could happen. Because like between Kid Fury and Crystal's meeting, Beyonce, and then like I told you, the Shits and Gigs boys are doing a like stadium show. Like
stadium?
They're doing a stadium show at the O2 Arena, which is where Beyonce performed.
A stadium?
They're doing a stadium show. And I said, I don't care if it takes me 20 years. I will keep fucking trying at this because I see it. You know what I'm saying?
A stadium?
They're doing a stadium show at the O2 Arena, and we don't have no affiliations with them. This is not a pub. Mel, I don't even think, you don't listen to this show, do you? I listen to this show. When I say that astounded, when they said it, I thought it was a joke. When they announced it, I was like, this isn't real. Podcasts don't do stadium shows. They're doing a stadium, like in the same stadium where Beyonce just performed over there in Atlanta. They're performing. They're doing a podcast. That is a live crazy show. So like, I'll never stop doing this. I will do this as long as it takes to attain the things that I know are attainable.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wendy Williams.
Let's all relax about Wendy Williams. Let's not say that people are getting illnesses, specifically mind-debilitating illnesses, as karma. Are you guys smoking fucking crack?
Because honestly, if illnesses were karma for being bad people, the hospitals would be full. The graveyards would be full of men.
Yes.
And men would be just dropping dead. We would have no leadership in the country.
Yeah.
Everyone
so let's
would be
fucking
dead.
stop.
No.
And the thing about it is, Wendy Williams never purported to be a good person. She never purported to be a good person. She never purported to mind her fucking business. She always had an opinion on everything. You might not have liked it. Let me stop saying was. I'm just saying was because it feels like she's a different person now, and I need to wrap my mind around that. She's still here. She never purported to be the things that y'all are like trying to villainize her about. She always she's open.
The queen of mean. Wasn't that her like thing?
Yeah, that's her thing. She's mean. And y'all didn't have this much fucking smoke for what's the dead white lady? The mean dead white lady? Joan Rivers.
Oh yeah, that was a bitch.
And that was a mean old hag right there. So y'all be a little nicer about
and it was just
women.
Sad. People are like, oh, did you watch the documentary? No, I'm not watching that, bro.
I don't even think was it even filmed with her consent? Because how does she consent to
right,
that?
I don't think she can consent, but apparently it's been shot over a year's time, but she's just being
like, I want to know what's going
sides.
on with her, but it's like, I'd imagine if that was my auntie or my grandma or something, and I don't know if I can participate.
If she was being mean to the nail artist, and granted, she may have always been mean, but dementia brings out a whole new personality.
Your brain is deteriorating. Even like when people have Alzheimer's and shit, people talk about like, oh, because the girl, and no shade to her, but it was just a bad take. The Gabrielle Perry girl on Twitter said that like dementia doesn't make you mean.
Oh, pasta in a tight dress.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's her name.
Go Gabby, right?
I don't know. I just know the white part of the handle, like the part that you see before the name.
Sure.
Yeah. But she was like, oh, dementia doesn't make you mean. I've worked with, people with dementia, whatever. It's like when people have dementia, they have Alzheimer's and shit. Like, you forget to swallow. You forget to, like how to breathe. Like, so, like, your brain deteriorating might cause you to be a little mean.
Yeah.
Just so what the fuck? Like, just.
And she was a little mean before and she's meaner now. But the dementia is making a big difference in the meanness. Yeah.
So,
bless Wendy.
Bless her. I hope that whatever the rest
I hope
of
there
her,
are better people around her.
Hope there are good people around her. Whatever her journey is, I just hope it's as peaceful as it can be.
Yeah.
Because she's not that old either. So just
she's
for this to be happening at a young age.
57?
Yeah. And they talked about how, like, and I worry about this with myself a lot and what will happen to me as I age, because someone was talking about how, like, trauma can really mentally debilitate you. Mm-hmm. And
I figured it was stress-induced because she's been under so much stress. The past 5 years have been hell for Wendy. Mm-hmm. So I can only imagine what her body's gone through.
Yeah.
And she already had health problems when she was on Wendy and in a right mind, when she had that fainting spell. Yeah. Her legs had that swollen thing going on. It's a lot of different shit going on with Wendy. So God bless her. Lastly, before we get up out of here.
I know you said stop saying it. We gotta put this nigga down, man.
That's
the thing. As a community, that's how you know how strong misogyny and just like patriarchy is. This is what we need the niggas who kill people for. This is what we need thugs for. It's for people who doing shit like this.
Right, the little young niggas with the skinny jeans and the shiesties on. This is who y'all need to be going for.
Going after. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but like, I read all 70 pages of the new brief where Diddy is being accused by the producer, Rodney, what's his name? Jones or whatever.
Sure.
Some of the most... I thought that the Cassie thing was heinous. First of all, they named but didn't name Meek Mill and Chris Brown in it too, being... like implicating them for being around and having sex and cavorting with minors that were at some of these...
Sick.
At some of these freak offs, these parties. Cuba Gooding Jr. is implicated in it.
Of course. I'm not surprised by any of these names.
The eldest son, Justin is implicated in it as well.
Which makes sense as to why his mama went off last year.
Yes. And it's just like there was a thing in there where he said Diddy threatened to eat his face. Which I'm not sure if that's like an actual threat or like if it's like a metaphor for something. He threatened to eat his face. Then he said, I would kill my own mother if I needed to. So imagine what I would do to you.
What?
Yes, that was in the document. He said that they used to he made him wear like a custom, like not even limited edition, like custom bad boy hat to the strip club to like procure like sex workers and exotic dancers.
What do you mean? Does it have like a special
chemical basically like he would wear the hat to the strip club and like the strippers and everybody would know that like Diddy's in town, need people for the thing. Apparently Young Miami's cousin. This
is why these things are going to get RICOs, because this is an organized
literally like they say RICO in the document. Young Miami's cousin, apparently the producer was like not down the clown with whatever they were doing. And so like he went to the bathroom. Apparently Young Miami's cousin bursts in the bathroom and like while he's peeing is trying to suck his dick. And he had to fight her off, and which according to the document, like had to fight her off. And then so he could hear everybody out there like laughing where he's like, no, like I don't want to do that. Then when he comes back outside, she's like taking her clothes off and like trying to fuck him in front of everybody, like basically in the living room. Like, and he's like, what the fuck, no. Apparently like Diddy's like grabbing his ass and trying to put his fingers in his booty hole and working naked around him, like making him come into the bathroom when he's taking a shower or just walking around naked and shit. And it's a bunch of people who are like high level executives in the organization. Everybody who worked there apparently had to carry a pouch full of like Diddy's drugs. So like say Dexter and Pie Rod in here, say say we had an organization and they ended up working for us. They got to keep a fucking fanny pack full of like scotch and like weed gummies and ecstasy and condoms and shit.
And pasta.
Right. That's your drug. But like, basically the idea is that Diddy should be able to walk up to anybody who works here, the chef, the gardener, and be like, I want some ecstasy. And you should be able to give it to him. I'm sorry. What?
Niggas should not have this much money and power.
This is why there should be a fucking ceiling on how much money you can make. Because you should donate some of that.
And I'm sure the blueprint was laid by the Epsteins and all and those. But like, this should not be possible.
It should not be a real thing.
This should not just straight up. We should just not have these things.
I couldn't believe it. And they're like, so they're saying that the Stevie J part of it all is made up. They're saying that the screenshot
is the actual porn star. Because he replied and was like, this is me.
But everything in the video, everything in the document, they have like these little numbers like that you like a footnote, and they're like, we have the video for this. We're gonna supply the video for this. We have the video for this. So it's like screen.
So was it a placeholder?
I think it might have been a mistake or a placeholder or something like that. But it was the dude that was like, that was me in the video. That is a video from Diddy's house, apparently, as I understand it. So like,
it's not Stevie J, but it was a video.
So like, apparently he said
because he does hire sex workers.
That Diddy was like showing him videos of people like engaging in homosexual sex, and he felt like he was trying to make him comfortable with the idea, because he said he was grooming him to like pass him off to Cuba Gooding Jr. Like when he met Cuba Gooding Jr., he said Diddy was like, you guys should get to know each other, and then Diddy leaves the room, and like Cuba Gooding Jr. is trying to fondle him and shit like that and rub up all on him, and he's like, this is not.
I just don't know what I would do in those kind of situations. Like I feel like I would just like disintegrate. I feel like I would just be like you know, like, did you watch the videos I sent? We don't have to talk in depth of what I was talking about. Okay, I'm gonna show you this video. I did this for something else, but it was just so funny. But this is probably what I would do in those situations, because I would not know what to do with myself. Did you see this? Did you watch this when I sent to y'all? Mm-mm. So we'll talk in depth later. But this is. Wait. That's what I would do.
It's just
because I would freeze up.
But I think I can say I would know what I would do in those situations, because I know how I handle myself in certain situations. But also, like, this is a supervillain that we're dealing with.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
this is so many, and this is how they get away with it, because
I gotta take that back.
You probably in a yacht in the middle of the fucking Maldives somewhere and whatever. You can't leave.
Yeah,
you on a boat. It's just so many different levels, and like,
and they allege that Young Miami is recruiting people. Like,
but someone brought up that tweet when she was like, "Oh, I make Diddy make you eat my pussy right now if I felt like it."
Yeah, where she called the girl a eater.
It's like everyone. This is,
and it makes me. Here's the thing, also, because when all of this came out, I said that, you know, maybe Young Miami is a victim herself, so we should kind of like tread lightly. And part of that sentiment I still maintain, because I don't know what you are or aren't being threatened with. I don't know, because if everybody's being threatened and cars are being blown up and he threatened to eat people's faces and saying he gonna kill his mama,
everybody's probably in jail.
And like, honestly, my speculation, not that I think JT makes better decisions, but I think some of this might be the cause for
the split,
the separation, where they're not around each other as much.
Because again, I mean, Abusa's MO was isolating you as well. Because
I think JT might have removed herself. Not that she's much better, but some shit is just too weird.
I don't know. Maybe I don't think she has that much sense. Not in the sense of she just do anything, but like the alternative is Uzi.
Not
I'm sure
to
it
say,
gets
but,
weird
but
over there too.
Here's the thing. I'm sure it gets weird over there too. But like, you have to. I mean, did you read the Cassie document too? You read that?
No.
If you sit and like, each time I've had to read anything that's come out about this, it's been sinister and my stomach has hurt. Like, yeah, so it's certain stuff that like me and you are close. I can't imagine you inviting me to anything that's resembling any of the things I read, and me not being immediately like, me and you are done. Don't you ever fucking speak to me again. Like, having me at some shit. First of all, I see people walking around with drug pouches. This isn't fun to me anymore. This is not. Yeah,
I mean, Hollywood in itself is very sinister too. So I'm just trying to figure out, cause like even Santana was making jokes like, "Oh, we at Diddy, we with Diddy, we with Diddy." You remember he would say those kind of things. So I'm trying to figure out, well, who all over there? Like what?
Yeah, what's going on
over there? So I don't know if JT. It's probably levels to it. I would say it's probably levels to it. It's just a lot, and it's just so simple. It just makes me sad, bro. And like, why is every topics are so heavy on the timeline? Everyone wants to be like contrarian and weird about things. I'm just like, bro, I'm praying for Jesse James and Delilah Starr more than anything. They're probably in their senior year. I think they're in their senior year or about to be in their senior year.
It's another young daughter too, isn't it?
Chase.
Yeah.
Chance.
Yeah.
I'm praying for the babies because that's a lot.
It's a lot.
And at least Chance has her mother with some grounding with that.
They say that the twins are with Kimora.
Well, hopefully so.
That's what I.
Because I know they go to Sierra Canyon, which is where all the celebrity kids go. Like Bronny went there, Kevin Hart daughter went there. So I guess it's all the Hollywood kids go. So it's just a lot.
It just seems. I can't imagine being that age having to deal with those things, and your dad is a complete and total fucking freak.
And it's like that's your daddy, and he's
like. Because I imagine they at school like your man's got picked up. Like you know how evil kids are.
And Hollywood rich white kids, they're assholes. Yeah, they're
so
it's just, I can only imagine. I'm praying for them. Hopefully they've been, because apparently like Diddy makes sure they don't see anything. So
if you're gonna be doing super villain style sex
don't
crimes,
have your babies.
Then let's not applaud that.
I'm not applauding it.
I'm just talking about because like people on when I said I was praying for the Combs girls, first of all, everybody needs to take a fucking chill pill. And by a chill pill, I mean a Xanax. Everybody on the timeline is so mean. I said, I'm praying for the girls. I know this has to be horrifying, embarrassing. Everyone's like, oh, you don't know those girls. A good dad will make sure that she doesn't see anything. A good dad wouldn't be doing any of this.
Period.
First of all, a good dad is not participating in these kind of shenanigans.
They just throw good dad around. So
a good dad can mean anything. A good dad mean the baby not dead, I guess.
But God forbid you want to take your child to 24-hour daycare and you a bad mom.
Right.
All right, is just...
This shit got dark.
Did anything fun happen? God damn.
February has been...
It's 80 degrees outside.
It's hot. Shout out global warming. Are you not terrified? I'm scared. Like, I'm enjoying the weather as I have no choice as a human being.
Everything kind of sucks right now. And I'm just like, so this baby I want to have.
I'm not going to protest the weather. But I'm upset that it's
But like my kids are gonna be like, so mommy, what's snow?
Right.
Am I wrong for still wanting a baby? Like
I always imagine that this is so dark. But I always imagine that climate change will get so bad that all of the water in Lake Lanier will evaporate. And what are we gonna find? That is a terrifying thought I have all the time.
My fear is like, and this is so stupid. But, like, when they say, like, oh, okay, Florida's going to be underwater, I'm just like, all of Florida? Like, is my childhood home?
Yeah, man.
My childhood home is probably going to be gone. Fine. But, like, so Disney World.
It's going to be gone, like how when Bugs Bunny cut off Florida.
So, like,
it's going to be that.
Where are y'all going to put...
the Florida people?
Space Mountain. That's my main concern.
Space Mountain is going to be Ocean Mountain. It's going to be at the bottom.
So, Central Florida. So you mean to tell me Tallahassee, where are we going to go for homecoming?
Y'all might have to go to Nebraska or something. Oh, my God. Y'all might have to have a satellite campus. Like how there's a university in Miami and Ohio. That's
a different school.
I know. But I like to pretend it's the same.
All right. This has been a long episode, and I better not hear shit. Y'all better be great.
Yes, please.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Thank you, bye. Oh, like, follow, share, subscribe to the podcast. Please share this motherfucker. Oh, my God. Thank you. All right, bye.